Hello, my name is Adrian Artis, and I am part of Group 17, along with Nico Kraft, Kelly Lagur, Alex Ochoa, and Mitchell Ream. And we implemented the Discrete Math AI Tutor. Discrete math can be very challenging for several reasons, such as it has a lot of abstract concepts, the topics are diverse, and it requires a different way of thinking and solving problems than other types of math. Our objective was to create an AI powered system that enhances users' understanding of discrete math through adaptive learning, assessments, and real time feedback.
Hello, I will discuss the completed tasks that have been done so far along the semester. We're going to go ahead and start with the React web app layout. This is kind of the whole UI as well as kind of what we used as the structure for our discrete mathematics AI tutor. This kind of is how the user is going to interact with our AI tutor as well as give some structure to what we're doing and kind of guide the user throughout the UI. We go into the account pages as well. This kind of allows the user to create an account, adjust their account information, as well as to, create that account, right? And this gives the user a tailored experience as well and saves their progress. And kind of leading into progress, we have the dashboard and taskbar. This is kind of, again, to allow the user to view their progress and give them a sort of accomplishment as they're going through with the taskbar. And obviously, kind of what tailors the experience for the user is the progress dashboard as well as the taskbar itself, right? And going into lesson and instruction and hints, this is going to give the user some hints along the way if they're getting something wrong, if they're kind of stuck on a problem, and give them instruction on how to then solve that problem. And also give them a whole lesson on whatever topic they may be interested in or having struggles with. And that kind of goes along with the exercise questions, right? So these questions are going to give them, if they're struggling on an exercise question, they're going to get hints, instruction, and lessons on that particular subject. And kind of processing all the formulas as well as inputs. We have the latex parser, image, and drawing input. Again, this is kind of just wrapping everything together and allowing the back end to interact with the front end and display the appropriate formulas and symbols to the user and also ingest the same thing. And then we have ChatGPT, which is our API in the math validator. Again, this is just allowing for the parsing of everything and allowing for the mathematics to make sense and for the backend to know exactly what the user is trying to do and solve a lot of these problems. And the skills database and the authentication database and integrating all subsystems. So again, these databases are very important. This is where we're storing all our questions as well as account information and authenticating users as well as all our subsystems that we're using to integrate into this whole discrete API, or pardon, this discrete AI tutor. Going over the completed task, it feels natural to kind of go over the remaining tasks for this project and this whole engineering design class. Again, we're going to want to connect the digital drawing tool to the math validator. This is going to allow us to go ahead and take user inputs and validate the mathematics that they're writing. This kind of expands our application to tablets as well as other forms of input from the user. And kind of to keep the user's attention, we want to incorporate mini math games as well as puzzles in between lessons. This kind of sparks the user and gets rid of that mundane learning experience, especially when you're going with discrete mathematics. There can be some mundaneness to it as well as some challenges. And this is going to break up the user experience and allow them to stay attentive and enjoy the whole AI discrete tutor that we're trying to implement it and really get these students to learn. Discrete mathematics is a very cumbersome topic to discuss and learn, but it's very important to learn just in our field of computer engineering and science. Obviously, over time, we want to do UI and UX enhancements. This is just a full overall experience and allowing the user to enjoy the environment they're in and fix some bugs. And that you can see bug fixing as well as the remaining task. I believe bug fixing is something that we're going to have to focus on over the course of the life of this project. There's always going to be a bug, especially when you're working with discrete mathematics and APIs such as ChatGPT. There's bugs in ChatGPT itself. So just something to keep an eye on. Obviously, we have quality assurance and UAT testing. Quality assurance, again, is something that's going to be an ongoing challenge, and we're going to have to keep on top of it as we get testing and having users use this. And the more probing and user input that we take, the more quality assurance and enhancements and bug fixing that's going to go on.
Hey class, my name is Kelly and I worked on the database. Uh, for our database, we utilized Supabase. It's an open source platform designed to provide similar services to Firebase, but with full SQL support. It utilizes PostgreSQL as its database engine. It basically offers a real-time database, built-in authentication, and automatic API generation. Our database structure includes a couple of tables which include the users table that stores the user's info like their name and email, the user progress table that tracks the user's progress, and the lessons and exercises table. Both those tables contain discrete math content which is tailored by our sponsors' class lectures. Supabase has row-level security that restricts access to these tables based on the policies that we have defined. It allows us to be able to control who can read or modify specific data. We can use row-level security to protect the data of our users. These policies can be implemented directly using SQL. Another awesome thing about our database is that it provides sign up, sign in, and session management with many different methods. The session management method we chose was login via email and password. This authentication integrates seamlessly with the database. It allows us to fetch user-specific data easily. With row-level security enabled, each user's session ensures that only their data is accessible, providing a personalized experience without additional coding. Also, just wanted to add that all data is encrypted in transit using SSL, ensuring secure communication between clients and the database.
Alrighty, hello everyone. This is our landing page. I'm going to take you through our demo. So we're going to start with the sign up page where we have to verify the email. Once somebody signs up, they can enter their username. So I'm just going to skip this. Log in. Which takes us to our account page where we display the username, They can check their progress. They can also change their name if they want to. They just have to enter and confirm their email. And they get a little update here. Then we can go to our user progress page, where we probably going to display all the lessons and just say that it's completed or not. And we have a little progress bar up here, which we're probably going to move into an extra column here. Then the users can see like which lesson is completed or not and how much they still have to complete. It'll take you to the main page, where we have our lessons and instructions here on the left, and our exercises and questions here in the middle. We have little zoom features here available for each image, because we're going to use a couple of images in the next lessons. Then our message tutor is right here. Pops in and out. It comes in like a streaming API way, and it saves the chat across each session for now, perhaps across multiple sessions later on. Then for the questions, we give the user 3 different ways to input the questions. One is the obvious way with a virtual keyboard. I'm going to test this out really quickly. I'm going to give it deliberately a wrong answer. So instead of all odd numbers, I'm going to sneak in some even numbers. And then we can also switch really quickly here to a text mode if you want to enter some text. There's an even instead of odd number. Between 1, 10. And it also displays the solution nicely down here. Then we get the feedback, which is a wrong answer, and little guides and hints here and there. Now we also have a hint feature down here in case the user doesn't want to use the tutor immediately. And I'm going to test it out with our second feature, which is the image input. I'm going to give it the correct answer. So here. And it evaluated as correct. Also a little feedback there. Then our third input feature would be a drawing tool, which we haven't connected yet to our math validation. So they can draw, but they cannot actually use it yet, which is going to come later. It's good for like drawing graphs or whatever they might have to draw. And the user can only progress to the next page if all lessons are completed, like all exercises are completed per page. So I'm just going to do that really quickly with images. Boom, and here this would be true. So again with feedback, and now the user can progress to the next page. And then if we check on my account on the user progress really quickly, it's going to show that we completed lesson 1 and how many exercises we completed. And our last feature would be given that we might have 20 lessons or so, then the user doesn't have to scroll back and click back 15 lessons if it wants to check out a lesson really quickly. So we have a little pop-down menu here with which the user can just navigate quickly to each lesson that it wants to go to. And another feature we would like to implement is either between each lesson or after like 5 lessons, we want to gamify the app a little bit and give the user like a page to engage with the tutor by the tutor generating a random quiz or random game, like a little puzzle, and the user can interact with the tutor via the interface and maybe have a little fun with math. Okay, I believe that was all, and then we can just sign out really quickly. Boom. Thank you, everyone.